Hello, this is Shade Hooks, and this is my first installment of a OOTP 25 sim. This is the first ever uh, installment that I have created, and thus I'm sure there's going to be plenty of awkward moments, a lot of dead air, and a lot of me messing up. Um, I started playing OOTP in probably, I don't know, 2018, maybe the 2019 season. Uh, really have loved the aspect of the game and all of the things that you can control. Um, I am a huge St. Louis Cardinals fan, and thus for this very first sim, I'm going to be taking over the Cardinals. Um, they struggled last year, in my opinion, underperformed, vastly underperformed. They were 71 and 91 last year. 2022, they were 93 and 69, made the playoffs. In 2021, they were 90 and 72 and made the playoffs. Um, so the first thing we're going to do is meet the team. At catcher, we have Wilson Contreras. Um, Decent defensive stats. Um, what I look for in a catcher is more defense than offense, but I don't want them to be horrible on offense. Um, he is making $18 million this year. He is a free agent in 2028, so we've got him for 4 more years. First base, Paul Goldschmidt, um, stalwart of the Cardinal lineup for years. He's a free agent at the end of this year, making $22 million. Has a really good eye, um, decent power, not great for a first baseman, decent power, um, but a good leader, loyalty, work ethic. Uh, I look for in players when I'm drafting or free agents that have, as long as they're not low in work ethic, leader. What's the other one? Work ethic, leader, intelligence. I look for things. I don't even draft anyone that is low in those things. I also look at adaptability a little bit, especially with trades, um, and when I'm promoting and well, not demoting, but when I'm promoting people. He's also Goldschmidt is also a fan favorite. Second base, we have Nolan Gorman. Um, Nolan has a ton of power, but he also has a ton of strikeouts, as we notice here in real life, at least. Um, we'll see how that plays out in the game. Third base, we have Nolan Arenado. Still, even at the age of 32, a great infielder, a great third baseman. His eye is a little lower than what you would like, but he doesn't strike out a lot, so he chases a little bit. Shortstop, currently we have Tommy Edman. Um, I'm sure Mason Wynn will be moved into that position just as he is in real life. Uh, Although I believe, and we'll look at this here in a little bit, but I mean, Edmonds out, I think like 11 weeks or 7 weeks or something like that. No, 6 to 7 weeks. That's right there. With wrist soreness. In real life, they actually think he's going to be coming back at the end of this month. So that is good news for the Cardinals. He is just an all-around player, can play almost every position. Uh, and so I use him. I also use him as a Swiss Army knife type player. He's only 28 years old. He still has 2 years on his contract. Left field, Alec Burleson, um, does not strike out a lot. But he does chase a little bit. Uh, and these are my interpretations of what this stuff means. I could be totally wrong. Um, so if I am wrong, just leave me a comment, and I will check those out and increase my understanding of the game. Let me turn Chewbacca off over here. In center field, we have Dylan Carlson. Dylan is a good defender. Probably not quite what I look for as far as outfield range. I like to have them at least 65 for my center fielder, but he does a good job out there. Average hitter, just above average hitter, below average power. Newt, Lars Nootbaar, great eye, does not chase. Has a little bit of pop, not much. Good gap power. For my right fielder, does not quite have the arm that I look for a right fielder, but he's serviceable out there. And then, oh wait, why is Jordan Walker not? Sonny Gray, he's currently injured, has a strained hamstring. He's out another 4 weeks or so. So that'll put him back. Not exactly sure when the season starts. Saturday's the 7th, so 1, 2, 3. Put him back the second week of the season. So he'll miss the first week. Whoops. Go back. Best relief pitcher we have is JoJo. Um, I have actually come around on JoJo quite a bit. I did not like him before this season. He's had a pretty good year for the Cardinals. He has some hiccups here lately. But he's got a great sinker, above average, plus sinker, above average changeup, slider, and fastball. Those 95, 97. Ground ball pitcher. I look for in my pitchers ground ball, extreme ground ball. Try to stay away from extreme fly ball, especially. I like power pitchers. Has above average stuff, average on everything else. And then my closer, Helsley, flamethrower. Says he only throws 100 on this game. He touches 102 in real life. Doesn't have a ton of control. But his home run suppression rate last year, at least, was a great. .2. It's ridiculous. Has outstanding fastball, slider, above average curveball, plus stuff, above average movement and home run suppression, average BABIP, and below average control. So those are my starters, or who OSA believes is the best player at each position. So let's look at top prospects real quick. Tink Hintz. I'm very excited for this young man in real life. He is currently at AA Springfield. He's going to have above average fastball, slider, curveball, average changeup if that develops. And then fairly average stats here. Decent stamina. And so I am playing. This is the first time I've ever played a sim in which I will have the morale and things of that nature on. So this may go really bad, or it may go really good. You never know. I've never done the cohesion stuff before, so we'll see how that turns out. Victor Scott II. This is a speedster. Really, this is the kind of what I look for in an outfielder, for a center fielder at least. Great outfield range. Um, Good speed on the base paths. In my other sim that I have going on currently, where I took did an expansion sim. Um, he leads the league in stolen bases every year, just about. Um, his average contact, below average BABIP, doesn't strike out a bunch, but no power whatsoever, and he chases a little bit. And then Takoa Roby, I actually don't know much about this guy. He's in Double A apparently. Uh, don't know if he'll ever make the majors with these stats. And just an average, potentially an average pitcher. Um, Team chemistry, real quick. This is something I don't know anything about, so I will be learning. Um, Ollie does not have a good relationship with the pitchers whatsoever. Um, does have a good relationship with all the infield or the position players. It looks like player classes. Arnaudo is a captain. We have several leaders on the team: Thompson, Liberatore, Goldie, Walker, Brennan Donovan. He's another one of those play anywhere guys. Um, just to get a little Swiss Army knife. Spark plug, Tommy Edman. Unmotivated, Andrew Kittredge. Uh, no selfish, outspoken, disruptive, or pranksters. Um, Currently no player complaints. That's a good thing. Let's see what is the settings tab. Playing at Old Bush Stadium. Not Old Bush Stadium, but at Bush Stadium. Capacity is 46.8. So hopefully we can sell them out. We'll see. Something else I do not ever play with is owner goes, because I just find it tiresome. But for this, I'm going to try it out and see how that works. So we'll see. My owner is Will DeWitt Jr. Um, so my owner goes for this year are play 500 ball, upgrade position, center field, um, find a top prospect, top 20. Hence is currently ranked around 60. Build my farm system, top 6. That I only have 3 years to complete. We'll see. We shall see. Improve your fan interest. Um, Fan interest is only 49. That's wow. That seems low. Maybe it's not though. I don't know. I don't know what every team's is. And build up the team to reach the playoffs. I have till 2029 to do so. Um, Hopefully we make the playoffs by 2029. We shall see. Let's look at the counting real quick. I only have. That's not what I'm looking for. Only 8 million available. So let's look over here. Player development. Scouting budget. Let's do just 12. 1, 2, 3, 1. Draft budget. I'm gonna leave that there for now. Um, so upcoming free agents. Let's look at this. Goldie, 22 million. And I doubt that we bring him back. And let's look real quick. I'm not gonna offer him contract extension right now, but yeah, he's wanting 28 million. That's not gonna happen at his age. Whoop, wrong button. I'll go back. Not. Kittredge, we'll see. Brandon Crawford, probably not at 37. Matt Carpenter, no, at 38. I mean, he's on a league minimum, but I mean, he's getting too old. Not a ton of guys down here. that are free agents. So, but we'll take a look at that later in the year. Let's look at our staff. Okay, this is probably where I should start at. Currently, we have Kyle Gibson, Lance Lynn, Stephen Matz, Zach Thompson, Miles Michaelis as our starters. Sonny Gray, like I said earlier, will be back within the month. Gibson, 36-year-old starter. Below average, everything. Lance Lynn, 36-year-old starter. The geriatric Cardinals is what we're going to call them. Above average fastball, below average curveball, changeup, average other things. Good stamina. Stephen Matz, average, above average fastball, above average changeup. Zach Thompson, how old is Stephen Matz? Stephen Matz is 32. Zach Thompson, 26-year-old. He's the baby of the clubhouse, I guess, or the pitching staff. Average everything, above average curveball, above average sinker. Low on stamina, though. That's not great. Miles Michaelis, 35. Once again, old. Great stamina. Whew. And there, closers Ryan Helsley. We looked at him earlier. We won't look at him again. Giovanni Gallegos. He's got plus fastball and slider. Above average stuff and control. Hold runners are good, but he is an extreme fly ball guy. Nick Robertson. Plus fastball and curveball, above average changeup. Doesn't hold runners very well. Above average stuff. Everything else is average. JoJo. We looked at him earlier. He's going to use a specialist middle relief. May actually move him into a setup role where he's at in real life. We'll just see. Ryan Fernandez. Above average stuff. Average plus stuff. Above average control. Plus fastball and slider. Above average cutter. Extreme fly ball. What I'm noticing is a lot of these players. This is the first time I've looked at the Cardinals in OOTP 25. To be honest with you, I started the expansion draft or the expansion team, and that's the only thing I've played so far. But a lot of our pitchers are, at least overall ratings, not good. Palante, don't even know how to say it. Mostly below average stuff. He is an extreme ground ball pitcher, so that's good. But it looks like we're going to struggle if I had my guesses. Matthew Liberatore, he came over, I believe, in the with the trade with the Devil Rays or the Rays, Tampa Bay Rays, and just has not panned out to what we thought he was going to be. And then Kittredge, real good control. I don't feel these stats actually do a good job of showing what he is in real life. He has been one of the top pitchers for the Cardinals this year in the bullpen, but these stats do not reflect that in my opinion. As for our lineups, we have Victor Scott, Paul Goldschmidt, Jordan Walker, Nolan Gorman, Wilson Contreras, Matt Carpenter, Nolan Arenado, Alec Burleson, and Brandon Crawford. already looked at Scott, so I'm not gonna look at him again. Looked at Goldie, Jordan Walker. High leader, high intelligence. Um, Currently, he's fairly average at everything, but he has the chance to develop into something that's above average. Uh, an elite outfield arm. Um, he came up as a third baseman actually, but um, those stats don't really reflect that very much. He got moved to the outfield because of Arenado playing third. Walker, who else have we not looked at? We looked at the rest of these. Didn't look at Brandon Crawford. Um, but like I said, we're gonna be bad anyways. So let's just do this. Oh no, I don't have the chance to change that. That's a bummer. I thought I had. Let's go to game settings real quick. Where is are always in control of lineups and hiring. Okay, so let's go look at it now. Let's go to the manager's office. This is where I want to be. Manager options. Change this to 5 days. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. That's where it was. What am I looking for now? Let's get back to lineups. All right. Mason Wynn. Brandon Crawford. I want. That looks fine for now. And so what else have we? All right. And then let's look at our. How do we do what I want to do? Minor leagues, is this it? This I don't even know. Some of these buttons I don't even know what it is. Let's see. Show ratings. Show ratings. Okay, there we go. This is not what I'm looking for, but Cardinal farm system is not very good, but at least not in real life. Um, so here's what we have at AAA in Memphis. Best overall player, John King. He may be moving up pretty quickly, actually. I believe he's a lefty. Is that right? Yeah. Lefty. Kloffenstein, currently a 40 out of 50. Nothing really else downhill. Down here, Pedro Pages is he's doing well in real life. He's actually became the everyday starter for now while Contreras is out. Double A, Tink Hintz, we talked about him already. Thomas Sagasi, I don't know how to say that name. Nathan Church, not much. He's a good defender, at least in real life. some reason it switched over. At high A, Peoria, Zach Levinson has a chance to develop into an average player. Nobody A-ball, nobody in rookie, and nobody in the DSL. We looked at this earlier. Is this everybody? No. Why is this not showing everybody? All players. So here we go. Like we already knew, Goldie, Kitteridge, Crawford, Gomez, Young, Fermin, O'Brien, Pereira, Rodriguez, Gamboa, Garcia, and Torres are all free agents. But we'll look at those later. International Complex, do I have anybody there? I do. This kid, Bernili Franco, potential 40. Not much there. Didn't expect much. And that is the Meet the Team. So next time we will jump into getting our first season started.